guys, welcome back to Soapdishvlogs. Today I'm going to be talking about embarrassing moments of primary school. So these are my embarrassing moments. Moment number one is not so much an embarrassing moment as just something I used to do. This is the stand-up game. I say game, I was the only person playing, so not so much a game but just something I did. So this is something I used to do at infant school. We'd be sat around having carpet time, whatever. And for some reason, I would stand up and then sit down again really quickly and try to do this without anyone noticing. Still not sure why. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Embarrassing moment 2, my first crush. So when I got to middle school, I was 7 and we got split up into classes, and there was a boy in my class that I was like, yeah, he'd make good boyfriend material, clearly, I should just be with him. Instead of telling him this, I told the whole class, including our year 3 teacher, that I was going to marry him. It turned out he didn't want to marry me, which was a shame really. Embarrassing moment number 3, camping. So at the end of year 3 we went on an overnight camping trip. Just one night, should have been fine, wasn't. I was in a tent with probably about 5 other girls and cried the whole night long. This is embarrassing enough. But to make it worse, the embarrassing thing here isn't what I was crying about. So you'd think that I would be crying because I was homesick, I missed my mum, and I'm sure there was a bit of that. But actually, the reason I can remember for crying so much was that I was scared my mum was going to break her leg and I wouldn't be there to help her. This is the kind of fear you have if your mum is 90 and living on her own. My mum was neither of those things. Number 4, we are back to my love life here, and this is my marriage in year 5. So I met another boy in my year who seemed like a boyfriend person, and we decided to get married, which is great, apart from the fact I was 10. At our year 5 Christmas party, we tied the knot, so to speak. What I can remember about this is walking down the aisle, the school hall, followed by a load of bridesmaids, which were just random girls who wanted to be part of it, which I guess is nice. And as we got towards where the vicar would be, there were 3 boys arguing over who was going to be the vicar. So, you know, well thought out, organised, and something probably a lot of people are going to remember for quite a long time. Yay! Next embarrassing moment is called the Domino effect, and you will find out why. Our year 6 school play came along and we did We Will Rock You, so musical, it was really fun and stuff, and in one song we were required to stand up on our chairs and sway from side to side. The problem was that some of the boys decided they weren't going to sway, you know, nice and gently. They were going to sway like this, and what followed can only be described as a domino effect, where one person swayed a little bit too much and then everyone just sort of fell. And guess who was on the end of the chair line? Yeah, it was me. My chair fell from beneath me and hit the floor whilst I was still floating somewhere in the air. Well, that's what it felt like anyway. This was in the middle of one of our shows, and it was also the night that the show was being filmed. There is video evidence that people have in their homes, still to this day, of me falling off the chair. Great. Last but definitely not least is the chocolate bunny story, which anyone watching this who went to primary school with me probably remembers. So when I was in year 6, I fell in love. I didn't actually, I was 11, but I thought I had, so can we just humour this? Key issue with my love was that he did not love me back. Simple as. This poor boy must have been asked out by me, well, by my friends, because, you know, I couldn't, 10 times a week for the whole of year 6. He kept saying no, he wasn't mean, he just didn't want to. Then the school ski trip came along, and this was my moment, like, romantic ski trip coming up, we were in the same ski group, I just knew this was going to be great. It wasn't. So by that point I'd realised that I couldn't just get him to go out with me by asking, because he kept saying no. This called for like tougher measures. I was going to bribe him. So what I did was I went out to the shop, I bought this really nice Lindt chocolate bunny, and then I sent my friends skipping down the hall, they probably weren't skipping, down the hall to his room. And I said to them, look, you say he can have this if he goes out with me. He took the chocolate, but he rejected my love. I'm just kidding, I'm not still sad about that. It was like 7 years ago. Right, so those were my embarrassing moments of primary school. Please feel free to leave a comment telling me your embarrassing moments of primary school, because I'd love to know that someone else experienced the same or worse embarrassment than I did. Please. Next time I'm vlogging to you, I'll be in Portugal, which is going to be great. Keep a lookout because I'm going to do lots and lots of vlogs of different stuff that we do, so that's going to be fun. Plus Lucas will be vlogging with me because he's going to be there too. Right, I'm done. See you soon, guys. Bye!